Stress is a part of our life. We all need some positive stress to stimulate our life and push us a little sometimes. We need some negative stress to teach us coping skills and prepare us for life. But too many of us have too much stress or have had chronic or traumatic stress. Stress can become unmanageable and create all sorts of problems in our life and the life of our children. So why are we so stressed sometimes? Why do we feel like we're going to explode? Can't stop worrying, have anxiety all the time, doubt ourselves, have low confidence, and feel stuck and frustrated. Stress alters our ability to perceive reality, to be clear-minded and rational. We have all felt the effects of stress. Stress is defined as a perceived or imagined threat to our well-being or safety. The words perceived or imagined threat are of particular importance because whether the stress is real or perceived, our brain responds the same way. It's important to understand that stress is cumulative. This means several unrelated stressors will be added to each other, raising our total level of stress. We may have stress in a relationship, stress financially, stress from physical illness. The body adds all these stresses together and reacts accordingly. There are three types of stress. Positive stress occurs when we're challenged, take a test, or meet some new people. This type of stress helps us to learn and grow, preparing us for greater challenges in the future. Tolerable stress is an experience that creates severe stress, but a parent or friend acts to buffer the experience with support. In this case, the stress subsides quickly. This allows children to learn to react with less stress to new experiences. So tolerable stress is dependent on what types of supportive responsive buffers are in place. If buffers aren't present, stress may be considered toxic. Toxic stress is repeated stress, abuse physically or emotionally, serious hardship, and the stress stays high. An absence of protective relationships and buffers weakens our brain architecture and development. This creates less resilient response to stresses and will have significant effects on the future of a child's well-being. Toxic stress can also alter an adult's resiliency and can lead to increased anxiety and emotional and behavioral problems. We have a limit to the stress we can absorb without consequence. When we're in balance physically, mentally, and emotionally, we can deal with stress. But too much stress over time becomes chronic stress, creating overexposure to certain stress chemicals that are released into our blood. When this happens, we increase the risk of many health problems. We will learn how consistent stress for as little as 20 days can cause changes in areas of our brain that lead to overworry, anxiety, and more. As we learn to understand how our brain works, we will learn ways to maintain balance and improve our emotional lives. Later in the course, we will discuss some simple ways to initiate the regaining of emotional balance and keep stress at a minimum. Keep learning. Keep going.